Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Red Root Gaming. So we're here once again in Space Engineers. Again, as I said, if you watched our Sunday streams, um, any streams we do during the week we'll do here on Twitch, just something a little bit different. And today we are, as the title says, digging holes and building things. Now, unfortunately, the game still hasn't finished loading. Right there it is. So we're just waiting for that right now. I've lost the thing. I've lost the thing. Oh, come on. Be right back. There it is, BRB. So I'll throw up this one here. If you're not already a member of our Discord, or the Captain Duck's Discord, we share it with them. Jump on. Join us. You'll get updates when we're going live. You'll get all sorts of information as we go. You'll get access to, for some of my more dedicated viewers, people that will be happy to help you get into Pixelmoncraft. It's not as easy as it should be. It's unfortunate, we know, and you'll know what we're doing a little more ahead of time than most other people, as we tend to post a little bit more information there. I am literally just filling time while I wait for this game to load. Oh, the spinning wheel has stopped. Hopefully this is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay. We have a world. It is literally still loading in. I mean, I can see textures that still haven't come through yet, so we'll give it a couple of seconds. Usually I would wait for the world to load first. 1 second. Sorry, still unwell, still got a cough. Normally I would give it time for the world to load in, but today I sort of, am taking advantage of, I'm not sure lull is the right word, but a gap that has appeared in our schedule of what was planned to be streamed this week. Something hasn't happened yet, so I thought I would jump in and fill the void, as they're not responding to me either, but that is beyond the point. Alright, let's jump on over into the primary feed. Is that the right? Yep, was the right transition. Alright. So, as the title says, we are going to be building something. So, in the last episode of Space Engineers, we sort of told you our plan as to what we were going to do. And that plan, very simply, if I got hydrogen, I have hydrogen, is to build a floating base. The thought of putting enough thrust on this to get it in the air was discussed, and inevitably shot down, like crashed, burned, and burst into flames. It was decided that it probably wasn't the best of the options. So what we're going to do is I'm going to, please tell me that's the wrong button. Build just the facility. I'm first obviously going to jump into a seat and recharge my power. And then I'm going to start laying the keel for what will be our floating base. And actually, come to think of it, possibly laying some more constructors to help us in the construction of said base. Because we have a rather small area. I should grab a bottle as well while I'm at it. Yes, I really should. Oxygen. No, that's not what I'm after. Actually, after hydrogen. Back in the system. Grab a second one. And grab some. 1,000. steel plates, and we'll grab all 600. Not all 600 of them. 900. Oh. 900 steel plates. And 174 of them. That should get us pretty much everything we might want to build. At least for now. And I'm fully loaded. Okay, so the theme... Oh, actually, I was going to check on the builders. The theme we're going to base this on is sort of a almost helicarrier-esque sort of a design. There's 2 there, there's 3 there, 2 over there. There should be enough space over there. Sort of a helicarrier-esque. I will get the words out eventually. So that's the plan. Okay, let Bob pull that to pieces. Definitely want all those steel plates because that is all heavy armor for some reason. Alright, let's grab number 2 bar. Let's grab a normal color. If you do say something in chat, do give me a second because usually takes me a moment to notice a message. I haven't got anything that can go ding yet. I'm really looking for a program, and if you're a streamer or you know of a program that does this, please let me know. We would love this, or any kind of knowledge of this. Just something that can go off on our headphones just to let us know someone's made a comment. Not that one though. Oh, got a GPU picture issue. Apologies, 1 second. And my fan controller's not running. Okay. That's a problem. Is it with the, oh, computer rebooted. Sorry guys. Not a very good streamer of me. Bang, bang, bang. Close. Okay. Whoa. Now, Bob would normally tear this down because it's a unowned, and there he goes trying to do so because it's an unowned block. But we're gonna pull it apart anyway. All right, let's. Actually, is there any part of this base that we can basically turn into? Not really, for what I'm thinking. Need to set. This is where it gets trippy. D. I normally go with like that black, but I'm actually looking for a green. A horrible, horrible green. Let's go with 100, 100, 100. F, and then K, and then Bob. Go. Use ignore color. Hundred, 100, set current build color. Okay, this lovingly horrible green is our now ignore color, so it shouldn't actually build anything that is that color. Unfortunately, it won't grind it either. It's building it. It didn't work. Let's just not for now. I'll figure that out later. Okay, I'm trying to work around these batteries and solar panels right now. Whoa, we don't have a lot of power. Um, okay, so I'm gonna have to work that out later. Batteries, we'll probably have to pull off. Okay, so basically, for those of you who don't know space engineers, batteries, if you grind them down, you'll lose your battery components. Or your power cells. Power cells. So we don't want to grind down those batteries. So we will have to figure out another plan for that. I am, however, to get them out of my way, going to pull apart these solar panels. No, I'm not. Too busy down there. Okay. So, I want to do... Oh, this is why I want to get rid of them. I have to sort of start out here, I suppose. Normally start with the center of the ship, so I've got to figure out how wide I want it to be. No, Bob! No, Bob! Thank you. Oh, pick that up, Bob. I hope Bob picked that up. Okay, let's call... Actually, let's call that the middle. That makes sense to call the middle. Okay, so let's... I don't want to put batteries on the top, I want to put them in the middle. Nope, not gonna work. Bob. Bob. Thank you, Bob. Okay, so, we're out of range of Bob. I wondered if we would come across a problem like this. What I was trying to avoid. Oh! Oh! That hurt. Okay. Respawn. Go get our things. Not the wrong way. And it's empty. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. Will that work? I'm gonna pull it apart. Because I have another idea. I know me and ideas, bad... Ooh. Bad things happen with me and ideas. Hey Bob, pull that apart. Now, I just noticed that there's a thingy there. Funny, laughing. Oops, bottles. Okay, try this again. We're actually going to use this space in here. So we're going to pull out all of these docking ports. Oh dear. It's actually in the middle of everything. Also gives me a few points where I can pull. Oh, that's no, fine. Nice tunes. Even if I do say so myself. Alright. That should do us for now. Wrong button. X. Dump all that stuff. Ladder welder. I'm gonna pull out these three. That'll give me the point in which I was gonna pull the stuff off. Pull this one down. Or Bob could pull most of the parts out of it. Not at all annoying. Oh look, heavy light armor out here too. That we painted pink.
Right back sting.
Sorry. This game uses a lot of resources. Okay. Round whatever number I'm up to now. That's pink. We don't want pink. Okay. Oh, thank the maker. Not every day you make that particular little screw up. Okay, so we're going to start with the front of the ship. Now this is going to be the bottom. I'm thinking we go... One, two, three, four, five, the wall. 1, 2, 4, 5, and a wall. Now, didn't really want it grinding that down, building that up yet, because what I'm going to do I'm actually going to give this a little, I think mouth is the word I'm looking for. We're going to round the front off. And then we're either going to have a landing deck on the top, like a helicarrier, or we're going to have a fly-through landing bay. Now, the fly-through landing bay idea looks good, at least in my head, but I don't know how practical it's going to be. Okay, so let's put some 2s in. Yeah, it's going to work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I haven't tried this particular way of curving the last piece of the corner here before, but I think it might actually work for us. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I actually like that. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to paint all of this pink. That one. I know, we literally just got it building this. So 2. And then you become a of these. Go 2, and then we go 2. And that's the front walls, or the front of the walls. Point, we go with the full. So where are they? Full slabs. Oh. So. Okay, that's the bottom of our ship. Front might be just a little bit harsh, but what I could do actually, I think, pick out these 2. Put them in. Yeah, that's better. Not as bad. It's a little flat on the nose, but I think I like the shape of that better. So, full block, please. There it is. Fill up to at least here for now. So there's that. And then box. We're gonna figure out how tall we want this. Now, I've got a couple of decisions to make here, and I don't like making these on my own. Are we going to turn this into a bay, or are we going to keep it as a engineering level? I'm actually thinking that an engineering level is going to work better for us, especially because engineering is actually going to dictate how big the ship's going to end up being. So, grab ourselves another bar, REF, assemblers. Now we actually have tubes. We have tubes that we can put in. Put a few mods on this one. We've got tubes and stuff that we can put in on. There is that. We've got hover engines, which will be making a massive, part of this ship. Only thing I haven't figured out is whether we're going to do it as part of the light ship, or if we're going to do it as a strap-on piece on the bottom. That sort of found a script that enables the hover jets or the hover engines if a large grid loses power, but I don't know if the small grid have enough the right amount of thrust ratio. So I will do some experimenting with that off stream. So what else do we need? I need a ARC arc furnace. I want an O2 H2 generator, and actually probably about it for the yeah, I think that's it for the engineering department. You might add a door on the bottom for like a mining vehicle or something to get in and out, but actually I really like the idea of that. You know what? Though I like the shape of this as the front, I actually think this should be the back. And it's going to have to be a lot more sloped. For engines. Or forward propulsion engines. Let me grab. Again, we will actually grab number 9. There's 5 of them. No thrusters, atmospheric thrusters. Go ATM. There we go. Actually hoping for like a minimum of tier 2. They use a heck of a lot more motors, but look at how big they are. I don't think they have like plants and stuff in these. That's... Did I even get the right mod? Give me... Yes, we did. Okay, so atmospheric doesn't actually have sloped blocks. Yeah, atmospheric doesn't have sloped blocks. Frustrating, but okay. Means we may as well put the thrusters like in. Are an odd number, right? Okay. Tier 4. A hell of a lot of motors. Hell of a lot of motors. Superconductors. It doesn't actually add anything different. It's just the amount. Okay. I can handle that. We could put a tier 4 thruster in the bum of this thing. We will actually keep this as the back. Because it's not going to affect much of this ship. Yeah, we'll keep it as back. Alright, so, ATM. Tier 4 atmospheric thruster. Alright, so let's pop this guy in here. Do I want it there or do I want it there? I think I want it there. I want it there. Slightly recessed. Okay, then we're going to put... This game doesn't necessarily require or have any need for... so these engines don't need to have a way for air to get it to the intake. I like that. So I'm going to put an engineering space in here. So 1, 2, 3... 3 blocks. Across here. I mean, it's aesthetic more than anything else, really. But, then we'll put some, some vents and stuff here. It's aesthetic, but then we can also hide some, components of the engineering type components and stuff in the back here, gyroscopes, that sort of thing. So it's not lost space, really. It's just not entirely efficient space, game-wise. It's actually successfully making superconductors. Wow, it is almost done. I did not think we had enough components for that. Like, at all. Wow. Oh dear. Sorry, coughing fits. Not ideal. Okay, so well, wow. That's a thruster. Like online thruster. I didn't expect to have enough components for that. That's ATM. Large massive atmospheric thruster off. That is very impressive. Oh, that's actually not a way around anymore. Whatever. So there we have our engineering space. Oh, because I had to put an extra block in there already. Anyway, engineering space. We are finally ready to start plotting out our main engineering and resource base. Actually looking for an excuse to use this track for a more produced type video for the channel. I don't know. We'll find something. Okay, so there is our floor. Now, how big is a binary? Heading upwards, it is huge. Is it huge next to one of these? It is actually quite massive sitting up to one of them. It's actually one block taller than it. So that is actually our most space-saving direction to put this guy in. So we will come. Oh, we're actually an odd number, so I've got to be very careful here. Sure that we leave enough space to walk past this head in. Got you. Nope, nope, nope. Not gonna work. So, wow, that drill really wants to be left out. Hey, Bob, you want to, like, give me a hand here? Thank you. There they are. One. So, we're going to put them upside down as to put all of the connectors up nice and high. So, we're going to put in 4. correct. They are correct. Need to go and dump like a metric ton of this stuff that's in my inventory. Should be enough. Could have gone one wider, actually. I hate this. Building can be so painful. I tell ya. I tell ya. Ones. Again. Actually going to put the name upside down and everything, and that's not really going to work for us. Actually, it's going to be against the wall, so it doesn't matter. Let's do it. Then you flip back over on me. Oh, you actually flipped over before you placed. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We'll do the inputs on the bottom side anyway, and then. And ship. Should be. I actually should do a double hull. I need to work this particular dilemma out. Now, if this thing's gonna land, actually, it's gonna have to be a double hull anyway. I want a heavy armor exterior hull on the bottom, because that's where all of the gun's fire should be coming from. So, I can cut into the floor to put the piping in. So, P, I'll grab you. That. Oops, actually. We're gonna grab. What are we gonna grab? I love the pipes. I really love the aesthetics of the pipe. They're a very sexy model compared to everything else. Very beautiful. But, decisions. I tell ya. Let's go with, like, oh my goodness. Let's grab one. That's sorta pipes. Hubs. They're actually very hard to pick the right. Pardon the right module of. I might actually just stick with normal conveyors. Grab our conveyor here. I don't know why my stream just dropped out on my iPad then. That's actually got me disconcerted. That. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some hydro engines in here as well. The shape I've got's not gonna work. No matter how hard I try. Because I don't think, at least in my head, they don't have the right shape in the model. Full slope. That's a block. Large double slope. I'm actually using a lot of jetpack fuel. I need to stop using so much fuel, otherwise I'm going to run out of ice so bad, so quickly. You and you, please. And because we're running low, we're going to jump in here and press F and refill it that way. That whole beautiful angle we had on the back, yeah, it just left us. In order for us to get into space, we are going to need a big honking hydro engine. Damn, my microphone's been muted. I don't know how long. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so we know that's a wall now. So I honestly don't know how long that's been muted for, so I'm going to go through what I did back here. I was worried that this slope here wasn't going to work with the block options that we had. So I was tossing up in my head as, well, actually out loud to you guys, whether we were going to do sloped, like two big sloped hydrogen thrusters. Then I realized actually in my head, I didn't actually say this, that that's not going to work because then we'll want to put ion thrusters in the back and we won't have the space. So I've wondered, okay, let's put the two banks of small hydrogen thrusters in here. We can put more hydrogen thrusters in the pods, the levitation pods that we're going to put out off the sides. And basically decided that I will deal with this particular issue in a little bit of time when I get to that point. And then we had a power and a hydrogen and all sorts of things problem. So, yay. Cool. So there are our reactors. I then need one more block. I want a 2-block walkway, and then we can start putting other things in. You didn't need to weld that up, Bob. Yes, inventory full. I know, I'm well aware. So, we're going to grab ourselves, probably going to put the arc furnaces up against the wall. or as up against the wall as they can be as a block that can't feed from the bottom. Actually quite annoying. Actually, yeah. Iron, cobalt, and even nickel, I think. Whoa, no. Actually use this thing as well. So then we're gonna put number 8s in. Have to use jetpack for these two. 3 things and 4 because we're gonna put the oxygen generators on the other side. And then standing on that block. Actually quicker to grab that thing. 8. I need to use less of these. I can actually use catwalks. What am I doing? Let's sync these back up. I, however, will have to use 3 of them here because there's like 3 things that need access to each of them. The 4 for the O2 generators. Actually, DEU. The other thing we need to put in here is a deuterium reactor. Or refinery, I should say. They are actually quite pretty. So I don't want to hide them. That might even be the right word. You, one of you, and then junction block. Oh dear, that could have ended badly. A not as calculated as I thought it was risk. Oh dear. I was just about to hold shift again to try and not fall off the Minecraft edge. So they're 4 tall, so on top of each side I should be able to put 2 assemblers. Have to fly up for this. Actually, at work. 8. I'll go with you and you. Grab a 5.
Between the words to say, to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all.
I did. Rhythm. Arg. I don't even know what we were missing. It's probably motors or something simple. Component drop. Come on, Bob. Bang, that's how I wanted them. Yeah, okay, we can do this different way. I need power. Include a recharge on the systems here. Hopefully we won't have much more problems from the SPRT, or the pirates, as I usually refer to them as. Grind this down. We can paint the rest of this if we're actually standing on it. 7. I'm only going to want 4 of these deuterium reactors, so as long as I can find somewhere else to put 2 more of them, I don't see a problem. And for a start, we're only probably going to need 1, so 2 should be tons. Now, all of this actually, normal color system, should be yellow. The way I build my color scheme. Yellow for engineering spaces, or engineering things. That's a corner. Bang, you piped. And bang, you piped up. Cool, so I don't recognize this version of this track. It is the original version of this track. Obviously just been a little while. Let's give ourselves some more floor. Now, I'm thinking I kind of want a glass door or a glass wall on the refinery area as some sort of protection of said refinery area. But then I also want to put a hole in the floor for the miner to come in and out of. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have to put probably blast doors in front of the glass, so that we have something that we can close to protect the glass when we're on fire, under fire, and trying to get the miner in. If that makes sense, so that we don't lose our engineering space. Yeah, it's tricky, that one. Pardon. I shouldn't have built. Actually, it doesn't matter. So, there is that. The only catch now is we can't actually jump up from here without like a running start. So we'll just plate the floor. Give us a little bit of extra protection too. So these all get modules, these all get modules. And put a door in here, a floor in this room, but that's a later problem. Okay, so that would be our refining space, and then we can put a wall across here. actually kind of annoying that it does that. How big is our miner? Seven, please. Of this nav ball. I could actually. That wasn't original. We could actually build something that's big enough to put. Build a bay that's big enough to put 2 of this sort of shaped vessel in this area, or in this width. Yeah, width. I'm not good with English. Leave me be. I know I'm the one giving myself crap about this. Okay, so let's actually pull out like most of those blocks we just placed. What I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna put more in. Let's pull out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and that's all. That's not gonna work. Not quite. Actually, we could get away with it. Get away with it in this area because. Let me grab the doors. HNG. We can probably get away with it in this area. Purely because okay. And I knew this. What gets me? We'll just put a plate on the outside over it, or line up some sort of ribbing. I don't know. We'll greeble something somewhere that'll make it work. We can greeble something somewhere that can make it work. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that should actually be long enough to fit, over long enough to fit this guy in. And it is. So we'll call that a hangar bay. This might end up having to be like a blast wall or something instead of glass. Then again, there's still. We get 2 blocks of rays for a single block base. What's going on here? The 2 blocks of height from single block base. This section is gonna be 4 blocks high. So it might actually work out that we can still fit the blast doors in. Oh. I'm gonna have to leave that for now. I reckon it'll work, but not gonna push it too far. Brum's gonna give me crud for having these open to the outside. I can see it. I can hear him in my head going no 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 at me. Mostly in jest. Full credit to Brum. I mean, it is a bit of a flaw. But, and as I was thinking, and I need to start saying things more, we can probably put a exterior slab over the top of the entire outside, like the bottom section, which again gives us strength against the wall. So next thing we're going to work on is our connection points for the thingies, the thruster packs I'm looking for. So I'm thinking we go up at about that angle. No, that's too harsh. Now, whatever we do, we have to be able to bring Ember. We have to be able to bring hydrogen out there, which is always a problem. That block out, please. Yeah. I don't want to be drawing through a... Just move back. Run hydrogen along underneath. Yeah. Now, I've got to be very careful right now because I could have just cut that ship in half. Unintentionally. Thanks, Bob. Does weird things sometimes. No, gonna have to be a double. Damn you, Bob. Love your work, love your enthusiasm. Wasn't ready for ya. Oh, that was the block on top of it because I pulled all of its supports out. I'm gonna leave that one there because we're definitely gonna have to put something on the outside of this. No, we're not. Guess that kept that pink out. That was a derp moment. That one will have to be because it's actually inside that room and useful to us. Okay, so P. What did we do? We went here and then we went dit. Actually, this time it'll stay connected. You know what? After everything I just did there, it actually makes sense to run it straight across the bottom. Ah, such dirt. I'm gonna undo all of that. And then pull all that back in. Now I'm very, very quickly going to put in all of these blocks again. Because I'm kind of freaking out because it's a little disconnected right now. I feel a little less panicky. There is nothing worse than trying to make a modification to something you're building and tearing out a massive chunk of it. Like, disconnecting it from the entire grid. Height. Thing. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to put one of them in there, and one of them in there, and there. Over here, we're going to do one of them there, one of them there. Turn them up. And that actually brings conveyors straight out to the sides. Derp a derp a derp derp derp. Still gonna tear out that block there, because I'm still gonna want this high enough up that I can put some blocks on. And then let's block on there. That's feeling a little better to me. And one, and then that would become, that would then become the edge of the thruster bank. I like that. I like it a lot. So all I need to do, figure out the piping. And that one there should have been a piping module. Something that doesn't take a lot of metal. It really doesn't matter right now. I do that, and then that. Thank you. Grab. I can't believe I actually did that. There as well. Where's the block I'm looking for? 8. I've been trying very hard not to do that, but it turns out that that's what we need to do. So then we grab this guy. Pink, pink, and pink. Making pink, pink, and pink. Back to normal. Come on, tear out the middle one. Thank you. There's our hydrogen access to the system. Then we go back to here and then grab number 3. Bang, bang. 4. There it is. Oh, wait. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, crabs. Oh, Bob. Damn you, Bob. Damn you. Right, I said damn you, Bob. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, I was right the first time. That one had to come out. One more. All of this for nothing. Okay. 3 again. Grab 4. Okay, 3 again. Hydrogen do I have? I still have at least part of a tank. 2. Lift you up, put you in. And there we have it. So, we grab 4. Grab 3. Two. And that puts us connected on. So you, then you. Well, actually, still gonna have to be 2. Maybe. No. Grab a 4. You, and then that's you. 3. Box this back in again. Okay. This song really needs to exit this playlist. It's okay, it's not a bad song. I actually kind of enjoy the song. But I try very hard for a G rating, or at least PG. I don't personally find that song to be valid for the rating I'm attempting to pull off, if that makes sense. You know what? You know what? Without causing a lot of grief, we could actually give ourselves a way out to the beyond on the engine, but let's leave it like that for now. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do for the engine pods. I like it. Hope the rest of my team's going to like it. 1, 2, 1, oops, 1, 3. So it is. Okay, that's that bit done. Actually a lot easier when you know what you're building. Build what you want to build. Actually grabbing the 2 bottles I just put in there. Back out. Put you in the generator, pull you back out. We're laughing. Oh, I need some. Blue. E03, please.
I recall the past again tonight. It's in the front of my mind. As I fall apart, you begin to cry. The tears are making you blind. The future's far away, but I will stay. I will stay. Just take a leap of faith. We'll find a way for you and me. Can't look back and run from what I feel inside. There's no more time to hide. Because I feel again. I feel again. Oh, now I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. I feel it again.
Oh my goodness. That gets so annoying.
This back to life. Help me find the right words to say to get us back on our way. Can we try to fight against the grain?
I've stopped talking again. At least my music should be decent.
Future's far
2. 2 down there. And then we have a replica. Okay, so they're not quite what I was hoping for. But they're not bad.
I feel again. We're bringing this back to life.
They're not at all what I was hoping for. I think it's the top, actually.
Nothing on again. We never quite can forget. 'Cause what we got so intense.
This is frustrating for me, and I'm sure it's frustrating for you guys. Anyone in the chat, what do you think? You can see where I'm going. What do you think of what I'm about to? Problem is, I never have like someone I can bounce the idea off. Boop, boop, boop. No. Damn. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get the exact same shape. Sort of hoping for more of that shape. That's not half bad. Come on, give me a full block. 2. I actually don't mind that. And then to reinforce it, we just add an extra block on either side. Fill it in. Yeah, that's more the shape I was after. Damn, that means I gotta go redo the other side again. I can do that at off stream. So that'll be a downward engine pod. And actually the fact that it ends at almost the same height as the deck really works. I'm gonna do now, pull this up. How that just works. So 3 and half slab slopes add. Oh no, it wasn't them. It was 2. 5 slopes. Sorry, I'm greebling. Okay, so that actually can't be the roof. Because the rooms inside can't be that short. Doesn't exactly work out the way I thought it was about to. Uber. I'm getting ahead of myself. Does it? No, it does. Oh, okay, no, it is actually too high. So, too large. Bang. So, actually finishes 1 block below what I'm hoping becomes the top deck. Minus, obviously, at the back here, the bridge. The front becomes cargo. I've still got to build in... I need to build in some build and repair systems. These guys. Access via the bottom. So, we could actually... 2, 3. I actually really kind of like the idea of putting them in the engine room. Or at least the aft bobs. I can't believe we have aft bobs. Should we put them in the floor? She don't mind them in the floor. Put them in the floor. Boop. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. There's that lovely error we keep having. That wretched error we keep having. Some part of that system keeps having a seizure. What is having an issue? I have a feeling it might simply, very simply, be the audio channel I'm using. Is actually having a seizure. So what I can do... No, it's actually the program I'm using for playback that is having the seizure. That gives us 6 build and repairs in the back, and we can put 2 more in at a later date if we decide we need them. We can then put some blocks in here. Now, I usually leave glass to the end, but I know that I'm most definitely putting glass there. So, ooh. Oh, 1 by 2. You just got the order back. No, that's not it either. Window. 1 by 2 slope. On. 1 by 2 flat with a plus. Exactly what I'm looking for. That's exactly the more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's going to be more girders than I am ever going to need. So easy to build too. Okay. Drop down, please. Bada bing, bada boom.
Energy low.
Okay, we'll take a seat. While that is recharging, I will very quickly attempt to rectify this playback problem. Why does that program keep having little seizures? And then it won't even close. Um, let me... Where there is a will, there is a way, and I can think of another way. It's not the optimal way. I'm going to have to change playback programs. Is pretty much the final resolution to this particular problem. Let's start somewhere down here. So... Whoa. That was too loud. I apologize for that. That was an oopsie. I think the base just ran out of power. The base just ran out of power. Well, isn't that just perfect? Now, if this was connected, it wouldn't have. I need to do. Oh, that's not the one. Wall mounted power cell. Find enough batteries. We have no construction components. That's a problem. That's actually a problem I can rectify. Reasonably easy. We just pull some out of one of these. Yes, got them. Don't have any computers. Okay, what about you? Do you have any computers? Holy macaroons, that... Not what I wanted to do, but okay. Oh my goodness. E-R-E-A-C. We need a reactor and we need one fast. Large grid. Preferably piped. So... Oh, there's that thing over here, isn't there? Bingo, bango, bongo. You have a place to go. Don't have enough reactor. What do I need for reactor components? Production. Do I literally have everything I need for reactor components? No shot. Ah, computers. I don't have any computers, I need that already. I know my inventory's full. Bang. Gotcha. Okay, there's 41 in there now. We're actually making power. Oh dear. That actually could have ended a lot worse than it did. So, at least there's that. What? Oh, because this is built. Duh. Production components. It wasn't going to be enough construction components. I also knew it was missing computers, so I wasn't terribly concerned. Okay, back to what we were doing. We may have to reserve actual construction for daytime periods of time. I don't know what I was going to say there. We'll have to put some curvy bits in. Like, actually make this thing look decent at some point. But for now, no. Damn, it's actually there that I'm doing it. Uh-oh. There we go. Whew. Okay. So, there we have our thingy. Our who's-its. Sides of our ship. It's starting to look like a bay. The only other thing I think I'm going to do right now... I know, I literally just put these block on. But... leave that section. That piece there is going to be my problem. I'm going to leave it like that to there because I don't know what I'm going to do there. Damn you, Bob. Pull that one out too while you're at it. Come on. Actually, you know what could look really cool? I'm gonna give it a go. Instead of putting that there, we put in those, and then we put in these. I am literally greebling right now, and proud of it. Grab you, and I go you, and you. And ironically, put back the blocks that I literally just took out. I don't know if this is going to work. That's actually going to do that. I don't know how to do this particular greeble. I don't want to... Actually, that might be the only way to do this particular piece of greeble, but it's a really thick greeble. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. No. I know how to do this. Sorry, I'm full of indecision right now, but I think if I do that, it brings it up a block higher. So then that becomes a full block. A full block across the top there. Instead of a half block across the top there. And then it'll completely defend for the rest of that roof. Oh wow, I'm out of hydro again. It'll completely depend across the rest of that roof. No, give me them. It'll completely depend on how I do the back. But yeah, that's actually looking alright. And then I'm actually thinking about possibly doing across the top here. Bullet line across. I just hit myself in the face with a block. I literally just hit myself in the face with a block. I need to get some stuff. The OTT. Can't take me out. Actually, I think it's holding everything I had. So we will go over to the ship. Manually pull it out of there. Nope, those two. Throw an oxo bottle back in there, and then click a few times. Give me a chunk of them. Okay, so as I was saying, I have an idea for back here. Actually, kind of. The edge is going to change. And literally, as I say that, I remember that, hang on, I actually need to keep 3 of these blocks. Bob has already locked it into his list of jobs. Oh, I might have saved 1. I saved 1 block. So annoying. I'm literally just doing this little piece here for now to A, because I can while I'm waiting, and B, because it's so we can try one more thing. That's green. There it is. That LOD is glitching. Ugh. The texture on that block is wrong. It's half a block out, or that much of a block out. That tiny little space there. And then I put, oops, actually right. I think we're running out of steel plates as it starts welding again. So what I'm thinking is we then take... That is actually going to turn into a lot of dead space, so we might have to reconfigure the back of this ship. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the bridge... Yeah, see... Needs to go at the back. Actually, it won't be completely wasted space because we can put a set of windows in and then give ourselves a walkway up to up here somewhere, and then this will be the bridge. Let's mark out the solid blocks that are part of area. One more. Go in one block, in one block, plus 2, yep. 2 blocks. This is back. In, across. Across. Going wrong. In, across. That look. If I do this, it'll look better. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm a bit happy with that. So then all we'd have to do is figure out a nice looking top to put on here. And I think we're going to leave that until Friday. So probably the last thing I might do is, because we have the time, we are going to, well, rip all the glass off of this particular building. Come on. Do It's actually surprisingly fun using Bob to like tear your buildings down. You'd think it would like spoil the fun because you're actually not really cheating, but like normally you would have to pull out your grinder and do all of this yourself with your character's own 2 hands. So in that way, it's a hell of a lot easier for starters. Do all of these blocks. That. Waiting for all the blocks that I can't get to. I'm actually going to tear it down. Down to the deck plate. So, I think this is probably going to be the last of what we do today. I'm actually thinking, that was a thinking, I'm going to say something. I really can't think of anything else that we can sort of do, other than maybe pulling that thruster pack connection port, whatever we're going to call it, off. So for now, we shall just leave it. Sure, those bulbs actually. There is a lot of empty space or empty, not built blocks in there still. Still quite a bit to go, but we are getting somewhere. Somewhere is better than nowhere. Bang, that room is no more. So, on that note, it would be time for me to click this button over here. And thank you guys for coming and joining us. Stay tuned for some more content. Tomorrow, I think we're doing something with the rest of the team. I think it might be Fortnite. Don't hold me to that. Join us Wednesdays for more Surviving Mars and Saturdays for more Space Engineers. See you next time, guys.